So I feel like I'm driving myself insane saying this, but we've got another Yeezy Boost unboxing. And they're replicas again, because it's just what I do. It's clearly my calling in life. As the title suggests, it's another turtle dove unboxing. But I clearly had unfinished business with the turtle doves. If someone wants to set up a GoFundMe page to get me some authentics, that's also fine. I've also decided to address the rating system, and they're going to be measured based on the quality of materials used, visual accuracy, keeping that one, and consistency, you know, across each shoe. It's important. Yeah, it's also worth mentioning that these are from aj23shoes.com. I spoke to a lovely lady named Joy. We had a conversation on the phone as well. You know, if you're in the market for fake Yeezys, you know, I feel like I'm, you know, like when people are like, oh, don't do drugs because they're bad, but here's the information for doing drugs anyway. That's the kind of like what I am with replicas. Oh yeah, don't wear replicas, they're bad, but if you go into, I mean, at least here's some information about it. So they're like contact information in the description and what, you know, the usual things. We'll start by doing the unboxing, no? Right, here's the box. Pretty common box, a lot of tape. Bit of damage there, that might have been me though. Yeah, they've got the usual Adidas stripes in the middle. Here's the Yeezy box, and this box is like a real authentic box. It says turtle, bluegrass, white. That is the information that is given when you buy these. I know that, I've looked at pictures, God, all the usual jazz. It intrigues me how the boxes are made. It's such detail. Who keeps the box anyway? It's cardboard. Recycle, man. They have a little package full of receipts. Foot Locker receipt, an Adidas receipt, an Adidas sales memo. Oh, what are these? Union Pay. Oh, God knows. I don't really approve of the whole receipts thing. I don't know why you'd need a receipt. I mean, you know, if I had a pair of replicas, I would never say to someone, oh, well, they're real. And they'd go, well, how are they? I'd go, well, I have 4 receipts to prove it. Whatever, that's fine. Inside the box, some nice yellow paper. I've never seen this before. And inside is the main event. You have the turtle doves. So first impressions are great. They're really, really good. Like, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I'm on a new level of replicas nowadays. Yeah, I mean, a couple of scuff marks. So we're gonna start with the laces, like I did in the last video. And we're gonna compare them against my beaten up pair of turtle doves. I mean, you can pretty much see that they're exactly the same, actually. I thought this might have better stitching. Anyway, laces. We'll use the left shoe for the new replicas and the right shoe from the old replicas. I mean, look at the state of them. I wear them, you know. The laces are basically the same. They're basically exactly the same. These are cleaner, but they are pretty much very similar. I feel like laces are hard to get wrong. You know, you'd have to do that on purpose. The pattern's always very similar. The materials are always very similar. Now the materials. I don't know whether it's because I haven't worn these. The materials seem almost tougher. Better quality. The materials are very nice. They feel good. They look good. And the material of the upper especially. The sole, you know, is the same kind of sole you find in all replicas. You know, with these have the same kind of hard texture. They're good. They're a good sole, you know. The suede on the side, when compared to these, feels thicker. I would assume that's a good sign. It rubs like suede would. They look good, man. Like, they do look good. The lettering is very good as well. And again, the structure. And this is important. I didn't know this, but I was watching this other guy's video, a replica review, some tips, and I learned something about, you know, to tell whether replicas are good or not. And you can tell by the back of the shoe, apparently. So if I show you the back of it now, obviously when I turn these around now, this is the new replica, this is the old replica. If you look at the back there, you can see that the new replica, the back of the shoe, here, it goes up more. So look, it's like a more complete feel to it. I can't describe it. It goes up more basically. And the thing that apparently it's a giveaway of replicas, that would suggest that these new replicas are higher quality, more accurate. What's also important is this material here in the heel. Very nice, very comfortable. Very similar to the Oxford Tans. We've already addressed the sole quite, you know, a little bit. I'd like to just go into the Boost detail now. What I notice is that the Boost is always very similar on every shoe. It would be interesting to just cut these in half. Again, very comfortable. Although they are replicas, they are still footwear. You do still want a comfortable, you know, journey in them. Heel tab, very interesting. You'll remember that in last week's episode of Ryan Gets Replicas, the back of the heel tab, I noticed that you could tell they were replicas because it was the stitching was off. Whereas in these ones now, they've pretty much nailed the heel tab. I'd say the heel tab is pretty much spot on, which I find is the hardest thing about replicas is getting the heel tab right, because there's so many, you know, these old ones, these are very long and very off. I've never seen such a, you know, well-placed heel tab. The consistency of, you know, the shoes in general is great. What I'm really pleased with is that there is, you know, minimal glue. The pattern is consistent. Yeah, the suede's consistent. However, there is a slight error. Green there, and there's green there, and green there. Well, it's consistent, which, you know, we love. We prefer consistently excellent. And that's the only problem here, is that there's a slight mark. Yeah, that's not ideal for them to be there. The stitching, these are more accurate because there appears to be more rope there, more stitching. They're nailing the stitching now, it's very important. And there's no real stitching out of place either. There seems to be the right amount of stitches on the heel tab. Insole, can't really go wrong with the insole. The only thing that's worth noting is that in this older pair, the insole was once perfect and had the Adidas Yeezy. The insole is now absent of such lettering. That's kind of the review finished. So before we get to the ratings, I'm going to do what I usually do and show you a bit of on foot now. Yeah, so let's just watch that now real quick, and then we'll do the ratings afterwards.
Don't be calling on my phone. I'm the plug telling nigga, what's the fuck you want? Hit a lick, ain't changing the prices for the shit. Cracking man, let's pray to the holy roast. Niggas keeping burners around here, wasting fools around here. Don't run up on me, fool, we don't play that shit. Don't get your ass split. Carol City block, boy, playing with my set. Get your ass handed to you in the grip. Bear it down your mouth, make him taste that gunpowder. Gunmetal, colder than the bezel, colder than the winter when it's settled. Don't be calling on my phone, phone woman, nigga, what the fuck you want? Hit a lick, prices ain't changing for the shit.
We have this new rating system in place, a 3-tier system. You're rated 5 stars for each. So first of all, for quality of materials, I'm gonna give them a 4-star. I'm really slightly concerned about the sole. For visual accuracy, a 4-star again. In many ways, only also let down by these green marks. 5-star for consistency. So let me just work out those averages really quickly. 4.3 stars overall for these. I don't condone replicas, but if you are gonna go ahead and get them, at least you have these informations now to kind of like guide you in your quest. And you know, and just remember that things in the world are more important than authenticity. Authentic pairs are available at a high cost unless you manage to get on release day. I definitely wouldn't suggest paying retail value for something that isn't the retail product. The resale market is so extortionate, it creates a gap in which replicas can kind of hit the people who want them and charge, you know, more money for something that's not the same product. But at the same time, you know, do what you want. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can see my Instagram and Twitter right now over my face. If you want to watch what I got up to in Amsterdam, you can watch that also right on my face right now. Yeah. Love one another, and I'll see you next time.